questions to ask. I get students asking me this all the time. I don't want to give you answers to that. I like to come back with, okay, I'm a facilitator, I'm a career development practitioner, you're in architectural field. Sorry? In planning. Okay. So if I said to you, what questions should I ask somebody that could possibly hire me? What would you say to me? You wouldn't have a clue where to begin. You're not facilitating, you're not doing career development program stuff, so you don't have a clue. Right? I don't really have a clue to tell you what to ask either. These 3 questions, and there's actually more if you get the sheet from me, there's about 5 or 6. They're all questions that wouldn't sound bad, right? They're very generic. You could ask anybody these questions in business and they'd be pretty happy to answer them. But really, if you look at that website with a critical eye and you really look for the parts that excite you and then that raises a question in you, those are the questions you want to ask. Okay, you're looking at a website that, wow, you're working with this company on this project. And, of course, you can't put the whole thing up on your website, but I'm curious to know, how did you even discover this company was interested in such a project? And so you collaborated with them to work with them on it. This is very exciting stuff. That's what they really want to see, by the way, is passion and excitement over what it is you'll be spending at least 8 hours a day doing. But if you're talking to the person in the position to decide whether or not you even would want that position with that company, just have them walk you through a day in the life of their position, because what that does is eliminates them saying, I love this part of my work, and then listing all of that, and I really don't like this part of my work, and listing all that. That's their map of the world, and you want to look at it from your position. Would I enjoy doing that? Would I enjoy doing that? Because keep in mind, there is not one job that I know of where there isn't something that you're not going to like about it. Okay, there is no perfect job where you do everything, all that you want to do, and nothing that you don't want to do. There's usually at least one thing that you're going, oh. For me, it's reports. I have to do one a month. My boss just laughs at me. She gives me all kinds of time, but now we know I try to book it 4 weeks in advance. That gives me 4 weeks to procrastinate because I just hate doing reports. To me, it seems like a waste of time. But I also see the value in it, and I know it's something that's necessary for my job, so I do it. But it isn't something I like. It doesn't allow me to talk to people. The most important question, because this is a form of networking. Informational interview is getting out there, meeting people you haven't met, and talking to them about the company about that you didn't know, and about positions in the company that you think you might like. Can you think of anybody else I should be talking to? And I keep asking until they stop giving. So, at the end of 3 times, can you think of anybody else? They go, no, now get out. And you're not getting any more of my contacts. Because they will provide you with a name, the company name, and the contact information for the person they're introducing you to. And they'll probably say something like, oh, and tell them I hope his golf sucks next week, or whatever, because they're good friends. They know each other. Or tell them I say hi and how's his wife, or whatever. They ask you to do things like that, and it's great because now it's not a cold call anymore. You know this person. You've been given his name. You pick up the phone and you say, so-and-so suggested I give you a call because I'm researching companies that I think I might be interested in working with in the future. And they'll say, oh, what's that dirty dog doing, or whatever, but you have a little bit of a joke over it. And I think that's one of the things that I must say I value the most, is that because I'm so comfortable with it, anything can be said, and there's usually a lot of laughter going on. But you're also learning, and you're writing down the answers to questions and things like that. So I find it very comfortable, and it's a great way for me to meet people. But you want to ask this question and get as many names as you possibly can.